Hey guys, it's rainy out today. We just had a huge thunderstorm come through. No drones in the air today. Maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. Kind of shooting for Wednesday, I think. I wanted to get a video out though and kind of keep in touch with you guys. What I was thinking is I'm going to show you the two drones that I use, and I'm going to give you the reasons I use them as opposed to the other drones that are out there. One is the Mavic 3. The other is the Mini 3. They're both made by DJI drones, and they have some pretty incredible features. And I'm going to give you a look at them, so you can see what they look like and how small and how big they are, and what their capabilities are. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go pull them out. We'll take a peek. All right. So these are the drones that I use. The one on the left is the Mini 3, and the one on the right is the Mavic 3. They have different capabilities, which is why I use two of them. The one on the right, the Mavic 3, first of all, it's heavier. It also has a higher speed that it can fly at, 47 miles an hour actually. That's pretty fast. The Mini 3 only goes up to 36. Now, why does that matter? Because when you're flying around out there and you hit some wind, and maybe the wind is blowing away from you, which you never really want to do. When you want to try and return to base, you want to have the wind bringing the drone back to make it a little easier to make base. You never want to be stuck out there with your drone hanging out in the middle of nowhere. But so windy conditions, that Mavic 3 on the right hand side is a better flyer than the one on the left. The other thing that it has going for it is the resolution in its video frames. It's 5.1K video, and it also offers ProRes. Now, what's ProRes? ProRes is a type of codec that's used, and it allows for color correction and a little bit better look to it. The Mini 3 on the left there has a much better resolution for still frames. It's 48 megapixels in the camera setting, which gives me 8064 by 6048 for my still frames. So if I'm taking still frames, I'm probably going to use that Mini 3 to get a little bit better image out there. If I'm taking video, I'm probably going to use the Mavic 3 because of the stuff that I just told you about. Now, the Mavic 3 is also capable of going to 4K up to 120 frames per second. The reason why that matters is because then I can do slow motion with it, and that's the way you actually do it. Flight times on them, the Mavic 3 on the right there, it has a 46-minute flight time that's posted. We don't see that. That's in a perfect world. We don't live in a perfect world. We're getting maybe 40 minutes out of it total, and we're probably heading back at about 35. With 3 batteries, that gives you about an hour and a half to get some footage. The Mini, its posted time is 34 minutes. You're probably getting around 25, and you're probably heading back a little earlier than that. But that's a lot of fly time. The transmission rates on those two drones on the website are 7 miles on the Mini on the left there, and 9 miles for the Mavic on the right there. That's how far those units can go out from the hand controller. The FAA doesn't allow us to do that. We wouldn't want to do that anyway because you want line of sight. You want to see what you're flying into. It's kind of hard to tell from the camera what you're doing out there. Not to say that it can't be done. I mean, it's done all the time in the armed services, but the Mini 3 there, just a great camera on there. The Mavic 3, great flight times, great video. There's the camera on the thing, hanging by the gimbal. They're not fired up. There's the Mini 3. It's got a drone cover over its gimbal on that camera on the front of it. That comes off, exposes the camera up there. So those are the two drones that I use, and hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. If you get a chance, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. Make sure you also enable the notifications so you get notified of any of the videos I put up.